Welcome to Warragul Regional College. I'm Nicole Pryor, the College Principal, and today, as part of our virtual tour, I'd like to introduce you to some of our other team members. But before I do that, I'd really like to talk about our values. CARE values: community, achievement, respect and effort. And you'll see through our programs, through our offerings and how we participate in the community, they are strong and close to our heart and in everything that we do. Community in particular, and one aspect we reach out to our community is through transition programs. This is Eric Bott, our Assistant Principal for Positive Climate. Eric, can you tell us a little bit about the transition program?
Well, the transition is about students getting comfortable with the school. I would like to highlight we have lots of support for students, particularly in their social and emotional areas. We have teams of staff devoted to each of the year levels. We have a wellbeing team that looks after special needs of many of our students. And we also have what we call an integration team, which basically looks after our students with special needs.
And we have a particular program, the Kickstart program.
Well, the Kickstart program is about introducing students to get them to know their way around the college, our procedures, our processes, our bell times, our uniforms, all of those sorts of things, which is really important because we need to know what's going to happen when we first front up at the college.
And so one of the ways we help transition our students is with our positive behaviour matrix.
So the positive behaviour matrix was developed by staff, students and parents, and it actually is a list of or a series of statements about what we value in our classrooms. It's about our learning processes, in our yard, it's about how we get along with each other. And when we have visitors, guests, and we go on excursions, there's a set of expectations that we wish that everyone will uphold.
Thank you, Eric. So respect is a real key at our school, and I think you can hear that just from our programs coming in, not just community, but also respect. But achievement and effort are pivotal as well.
G'day guys, it's Peter Clark here from Clark Next RE, and we are standing today at the Warragul Regional College, and I'm joined by Principal Nicole Pryor. And today we're actually doing a very different property tour than what we would normally do. And no, the Warragul Regional College is not for sale, but we are standing in front of the newest addition to the Warragul Regional College, and that you've aptly named the Esteem Building.
That's correct.
Fantastic. So we're going to give you a bit of a tour, and there's going to be a few of these videos, but you will get to have a good look around this impressive school. And for those of you considering where to move, we're going to give you a bit of an insight into what the Regional College offers. So Nicole, first of all, thank you for having us here today.
Oh, thank you for coming, and welcome to our new building. One of the things we've been working on here is increasing our STEAM and STEM offerings. So one of the great things with the new facilities is things like we're offering forensic science and aspects like that, but now we get to operate with food science, we have mechatronics, we have a range of things where students are coding, playing with Arduino robots, but also going into that, delving deep into the chemistry behind things with food sciences and elements like that. So really looking at industry combined with our agriculture and horticulture as well.
So tell us about this room here in particular. What would this space here be used for? What are the students doing in here?
So in here you'll see like the traditional Year 7, Year 8 sciences.
This is Bunsen burner class.
Bunsen burner classes in here.
Fantastic.
You'll get your Bunsen burner licence. But one of the great things here is that students collaborate a lot more on research projects. We have Year 8 science classes that are exploring different dimensions in regards to science. So not quite as traditional as you would have seen previously.
Moira, if you take a bit of a span around here, guys, we want to show you at home really how open and bright this location or these spaces are. And one thing that has impressed me so far is that all these rooms can integrate, can't they, Nicole? So you can shut them up and have their separate classrooms, but if you're doing collaborative work, open them up. But it really is, the first time I came through, very impressive, state of the art, and to learn science in such a safe and nurturing environment is quite incredible.
That's one of the great things is because it is all new, the safety is top notch all the way through, which does allow us to conduct lots of experiments with the students. Brand new chemical labs, chemical safety equipment, so that's been a really big bonus, and teachers have been able to do things with students now that haven't been able to for a little while.
Terrific. So guys, come and take a walk through this area. This is an incredibly bright, open space. I'm imagining this is where a lot of the students gather, Nicole?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, we've created this as a bit of our welcoming area for our Year 7s in particular. So as they're introduced into high school, their lockers are surrounding this building and their team of teachers work from this space.
So you've got a number of these around the school?
So we do have some, and in fact there's one sitting in the classroom over there that teachers have just been using. They're 20 touch point screens, so we have a pile of students standing around them, collaborating, designing the work. So last year I had my Indonesian students in here and we were doing all sorts of geography and mapping and cultural stuff in there. I came in the other week and VCE further maths students were designing equations together on there.
So it felt like a scene of Mission Impossible when I first walked in here. I can picture laying it flat and playing on the screens, but you're also saying that all the whiteboards are touch and interactive as well, so they can project anything straight onto screens and work with those also.
Yes.
Fantastic. So guys, the next space we're going to take you into is still under a little bit of construction.
Correct.
Now I think you're a little bit embarrassed to show it off, but I want to show you this because all the Master Food wannabes out there and the My Kitchen rules are going to absolutely be aghast at this. This is the latest space to...
This is coming online in about 3 weeks' time, which is very exciting. So these are our new food technology spaces. So we've moved from our original 1950s, 1960s kitchens, from when it was the original high school space. And here we are, we will be operating in 2 new food technology wings. All our students undertake food
Explain
technology.
these for us. These are incredible.
This is really cool. So we've got the inbuilt cameras here. So as a teacher, I can be demonstrating what's going on, and it's also projecting on the TVs. And these are interactive TVs as well. We have a really strong food technology program. So we have students that undertake some paddock to plate stuff, but we have obviously the health and nutrition through 7 and 8, but we have a range of electives through 9 and 10, and we have VCE classes running every year in food technology.
Fantastic. I want to show this other room here because you've probably just seen this space, guys, but this is just one section of this incredible area. It's double the size, so there's a whole nother room, exact same setup. Again, they've got the cameras over to record any demonstrations and project onto the televisions. But this is a commercial kitchen mecca. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And I can tell you our food technology teachers are pretty excited, and our VCE students are hopeful, our Year 12s, that they'll be cooking in this space before they finish their journey this year.
So guys, this section here is probably more of your traditional classroom setup, but Nicole, you were telling me before that you're creating a space here for the students, but even some of the artwork, this is all students' artwork, is it?
Absolutely. So we're big believers in student voice and agency. We have a really strong student leadership team. We've run student curriculum teams, we run focus group, we have leaders, we have houses, we have all of that type of stuff. We run Duke of Edinburgh. We have a whole range of things that our students are involved in, and they have a large voice around what our spaces look like, and we have them input into facilities as well. The arts are really strong in the school, not just digital arts, but we have VCE studio arts all the way through, and students can undertake a range of art electives. But along with arts, one of the things we do is integrate a lot with technology, and around the corner we use breakout spaces throughout the school. So this is an area where Year 7s, for example, would be exploring digital technology. They'd be programming robots, they'd be undertaking maybe some Photoshop elements and things here. And we have another block, another wing, which would be like your more traditional hard technologies. Not anymore. It's product design and technology. We've got computer labs in there, 3D design and art happening, 3D printing. They made some amazing things and just all the latest high-end work, and partnering with people like AIE, Industry Standard. I'd like to introduce you to Bernadette Cropper, Assistant Principal for Adult Learning and Pedagogy. And Bernadette, how does your role play into achievement and effort with our staff?
Really working with students and with teachers to build their capacity so they can do the best that they can in the classroom. We're going to be informed by data from students through Pivot, so looking at teacher effectiveness in the classroom. We'll also be looking at the high impact teaching strategies, so it's evidence-based, and then looking at the instruction within the classroom through the gradual release responsibility model.
Thank you. So here at Warragul Regional College, learning is growing is pivotal, not just for our students, but as you can see, for our staff as well. But we have an amazing array of curriculum and programs. So I'd like to introduce Mark Fleming, who's our Assistant Principal in charge of curriculum programs. And I'm just going to ask him in particular about our ACE program. Mark, can you tell us a little bit about that?
At Warragul Regional College, our ACE program is an enhancement program at years 7 to 9. It's based on extending students while in a safe environment with like-minded students in the room throughout those 3 years. It's also about outside the classroom and extending students in extracurricular activities.
So Mark, we also have quite an extensive camps and excursions program.
Yes, all year levels go on camps and excursions throughout the year. Each year level has a camp that goes off-site to a designated venue, and excursions are organised by subjects with their KLA focus of that area that they're studying.
Great, thank you.
Nicole, tell us a bit about how you use the grounds around here. What are we on, about 40 acres, aren't we?
We are on 40 acres here, and the joy of that means we have lots of opportunity for our students to participate in sports. And we have PE and outdoor education all the way through 7 to 10, but outdoor education focused in 9 to 12 as well. And we have multiple VCE subjects in that space. So our students have access to cricket grounds, we have soccer fields, football fields, more soccer fields headed in that direction over there. We have agriculture and horticulture, and students access that, and just a plethora of opportunities.
So Nicole, I imagine these facilities are not only available to the students, you hire them out to other sporting groups around town?
Yes, we do. So it's a big area. And when you arrived this morning, you probably saw some people walking through the grounds as well. So we have a lot of the community use it as part of their daily walk, community track, because we have lovely gardens here, which is really great. But on top of that, we have local football clubs that use our football ovals. Obviously the soccer club have their soccer fields, they use that. And then we have things like the karate groups and other, we have parkour here, all sorts of community organisations use the ground.
So Nicole, I hear you have a Doctors in Schools program. Can you tell us a bit about that as well?
Yeah, this is a fantastic program. It's a Victorian government initiative and it's rolled out across a lot of schools across Victoria. So we have a brand new building. And it's been going for a couple of years now, this program. And what it is we have a doctor, a general practitioner on site once a fortnight for a whole day. And the other week we have a nurse who's also mental health trained. And the benefit for that is if families are having difficulty accessing GP services, then they can do that on site at the school. But the better benefit even is that they help us in our wellbeing programs across the school, and they're involved in proactive things in the school. For example, they do mindfulness and stress work with the Year 12 students as well.
Well, Nicole, that all sounds really amazing. Let's maybe take a walk and have a look at some of the facilities you've got available.
Sounds great.
Well, here we are halfway up the hill. They do call it the school on the hill. As you can see behind us, we've got the football oval here and the trade centre and the leisure centre. Nicole, tell us a little bit more about the facilities behind us here, the trade centre in particular.
Absolutely. So obviously it's part of our sporting grad facilities and part of what we hire out, and our students access the leisure centre nearly on a daily basis for basketball, swimming programs, etc. And the Trade Training Centre, so that is a partnership between 8 Baw Baw schools, and our students get to access vet courses, automotive, all the industry elements around vet courses, but also Year 9s access the Trade Pathways program, so they get to go and do a term of different types of trades and see if they enjoy it. The special school sits on our grounds here as well, and we have great partnership with them, and they also access the Trade Training Centre and some of the sporting facilities.
Well, Nicole, we've been talking a lot about the outdoor facilities, but the school also has some pretty amazing indoor facilities here, and we're here in the school gym. Tell us about how this gets used.
Well, this gets everybody. So it's a very popular facility. So
I remember having school assemblies in here, sitting up the front there in Year 7.
Correct, we still have school assemblies
in
here.
Assembly might have changed though. We have student-run assemblies. Our school captains lead our assemblies, and I speak when I'm allowed to. That's the way we work. But yes, we do fit all our student body in here for school assemblies. You can see we've still got the basketball rings in here. We have lunchtime basketball in here as well. But obviously our PE classes rotate through here. Still at many a dodgeball game played in here, along with other mini sports and indoor games. And we use this facility along with other ones. But we also have dance now, yoga, and we have classes where students are developing their own fitness levels and creating programs, and for that we have a fully equipped fitness centre and gym as well.
Yeah, I noticed the gym next door there, so it's really sort of tailor-made for, I suppose students are getting more access to things from a more personal level these days, and the courses are more sort of far and wide, aren't they, to cater for students' needs?
Yeah, 100%. So one of the big growth areas we have here is outdoor education and physical education, and then along with the other health sciences and psychology. So it's a real growth area, and allied health and those sorts of things are a growth industry area to work in as well. So we really make sure that we're offering subjects based on students' needs, but also will provide them pathways into the future. So thank you for joining us on our virtual tour today. If you'd like more information about the school, you can contact us on 5623 9900. We are on Facebook, and you can follow us on Facebook, and we do post lots of events and things that are happening in the school. And you can check out our website, wrc.vic.edu.au.